can't find it. It doesn't seem to be on any of these stations.
Keep looking.
Oh, you're going too slow. Let me take the wheel.
It's too fast. How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell.
There it is. Go fast.
Back.
Too late. I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. It's faster.
What is up, party people? Welcome to this week's episode of Saturdays and Seltzers. We have a full squad this week. We have Haley and intern Tyler here. I feel like Tyler needs to graduate from intern Tyler, but he'll never not be intern Tyler.
Executive producer intern Tyler.
Yes.
/ video boy.
Mr. Dr. Professor.
/ hydration specialist.
Yes. all
Yes,
of the above.
huge hydration specialist. That's important.
Huge hydration guy. So welcome to this week's show. As always, we are going to start with our HLH segment, which is our high of the week, low of the week, and something unexpectedly good that happened to you as your hero, just to kind of catch up on what we've been up to in the last week. So Haley, what is your high?
My high of the week is the Jason Tatum shoe drop. His pictures with his son Deuce are super cute, and he just had an overall great week. And he's a Duke boy, he's a Celtics boy, so big JT fan, and everyone else can suck my ween.
Nice. Okay, Tyler, what's your high?
So I've got two highs. As we all know in the Seltzer community, big news. New High Noon Tequila. Can't find them. I've talked to literally every liquor store in the greater Nashville area. Can't find them. I think Smalls said they release on March 1st globally.
How did she get them?
Dude, I'm telling you,
She got them so quickly.
she's got the sources. She had
got
them
the
so
seltzer.
fast.
You would think us being Saturdays and Seltzers, we would have these connections
First
too,
dibs
but apparently,
at high noon.
Yeah, please give us all the high noons.
Tyler's your biggest fan.
I am.
It's true.
My second one though, you can apparently mail order the food from the Masters for like $175. You get like enough food to serve like 14 people at an Oscars or a Masters party. With like the barbecue, with the egg salad, the famous egg salad. I think there's cookies. They're known for their cookies too. Pimento cheese.
I love pimento
Plus like
cheese.
some just like, I think there's some Masters branded cups, some like wax paper.
That is not
Great
bad
deal.
at all.
For $175, it's a great deal. I'm
I
absolutely
kind of want to do that
it.
for myself.
No, yeah.
What's
I'm
like the
absolutely going
shipment
to.
situation on that though? Because it seems
Wait,
like
Haley-
egg salad and cheese is kind of like,
I mean,
how
I assume
long
they
is
got it
that?
figured out. If
Yeah, you
HelloFresh
start
can
on
figure
ice.
it out,
Yeah.
we
Wait,
can figure it
Haley.
out.
You should come to my place and we should order it and split it
I'm in.
and do a review. And we can take
Oh,
a
yeah.
fat nap out on the couch after. 'cause
The
that's-
Masters nap.
second week of April.
We
okay.
have a good Masters
Get them
nap.
in now. Get
All
your
right,
orders
let's
in
do it.
now.
All right, we'll do it. I need to set a reminder to do that because I'm actually keen, regardless of if Haley comes over or not.
Oh no, I'm in. I love
right.
a good golf nap, so I'm excited.
Um,
You're high, homie.
My high, we're just shouting out everyone this week. If you know Danny, famous Danny, we need to have her on the show too. Also, hi Dan.
Icon.
I don't want to shout her out too hard because I don't know how public she is about this, but if she's cool with me actually talking about it, I will for real shout her out next week. But she told me that she started microdosing mushrooms. And she like has like a pretty serious job. Like it's not, slight work. So I was like, all right, like I'll try it if it's helped you so much. And I've been doing it for a couple of days now. You do like 5 days on and then 2 days off. And I will say my productivity levels have been through the roof. The first 2 days, I like thought it helped my anxiety a bit, but today I wasn't anxious. I was just annoyed by everything. So I will report back, but so far so good. I recommend it so far, but like I haven't been doing it long enough to seriously hardcore recommend it. But if you have tried it or if you have ever been in like your Aaron Rodgers era, let me know how it went for you. I'm curious. Haley, what is your low?
My low is the fucking NBA All-Star game. Because
low.
that was kind of just not great. A lot of media's come out of it, kind of like, what are we? I would say that my low is all-star games in general. I'm going to put it in all of them because I just don't have as much fun with them as I used to when I was a kid. Maybe that's like the whole point, but I think they're really annoying, especially
Except
just
for the
like
home
the
run
media
derby.
coverage. Yeah, home run derby, love, total stan. I thought the NHL All-Star, like some of their like games and stuff were kind of cool and different this year, but other than that, like I feel like the amount of media coverage that we put into them is not worth the end product, and it feels like we
Yeah.
kind of get robbed at the end of the week, and it's like I would rather just watch like games. So
Yeah, for
I'm kind of
sure.
over it. But
I
anyway,
think baseball is in like the middle of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, baseball is like
I guess NHL and NBA's are too.
well,
just
that's
what
the whole
Yeah, except
thing
for
with
the
the
the NFL
NBA.
needs to do that.
I no,
I think
don't.
I think it's
I
got to
don't
be in the middle
know.
of the season. Take like a couple weeks off, or not a couple.
I'm just
I would
not
take a
getting
couple
why
weeks.
we're having them
Yeah,
at this
If you
point.
do a couple weeks, I would do a couple weeks in the middle of the season. Um, but the
I don't
fact
think
that
they'd
the
ever do a couple weeks in the middle of the season, but
I would. I
one
think that would be
week,
awesome. We'd get more
give the
football.
players a nice rest.
We get football longer.
Yeah,
Give them like a decent sized rest. Like that would be epic.
Mhm.
And then the Super Bowl could maybe get pushed back to like the long weekend. That's how I know a lot of people have been talking about pushing the Super Bowl back to like the long weekend so that you get that Monday off. I think if that's what they want to do, you add those 2 or 3 weeks in the middle of the season and everyone just has like a collective bye week. And then, I mean, you'd have to change people's bye weeks in the season anyway. But I think that would be so worth it, not only for consumers of the Super Bowl, but also players like, because football is such a huge contact sport that I think that it would be, I mean, people would probably complain like if you're healthy, you're healthy, but if your team's hurt or whatever, that could turn around a season.
100%.
I think that would be kind of sick.
Yeah, shout out your boy Mac, winning the dunk contest. Deservedly so. Easily the one that tried the hardest in that whole thing. He literally earned it. So talk all the G League shit you want, Kendra.
I will say, I love the G League, but I don't
I love the G League.
everybody knows I love the G League.
It's true though. I do love the G League. But I don't love that a G Leaguer won the dunk contest. Like I think the dunk contest is like one of the most epic, all-star games or whatever.
He was easily the best dunker of the group.
Yes.
The thing is, he tried the hardest, and that's
because
the saddest
nobody
part.
wants to do it. And it's like, I would love to see actual people out there dunking, like the all-stars of the NBA. It's I don't remember who said it, but someone on First Take this week was like, it's the all-star games, not the
Stephen A was big mad this week.
Everyone was mad. Everyone was mad. And I don't blame them. They said that the ratings for it were the lowest they've ever been.
Well, and I saw a lot on Twitter too about like how much seats we're going for. And I couldn't help but like agree with Stephen A's take that it was kind of like taking advantage of the fans. Like when I heard it from that perspective, I was like,
what are they going for?
I heard some seats were going for like 20 grand for the All-Star game. Like, and I'm sure like they're probably courtside or whatever, but still, it just seems like the fact that it's in Utah and then Indy next year, it's just kind of like, it feels kind of like a joke.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Pro Bowl in Orlando. It needs to be back in like Hawaii because that's where people want to go.
Mm-hmm. And that was a big part of the draw because, as you said, like a lot of people at this point don't want to go to the Pro Bowl and play and get hurt. And that was the whole problem before the pandemic. I remember that was like a big issue with the Hawaii situation is if anyone was going, they were going to go to the trip to Hawaii with their family.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. But definitely my low. I just wish it was a little bit more, not that it wasn't, I mean, it was cool watching like Jason Tatum pop off and stuff and watching him and JB go head to head, but it just seemed like nobody really cared and they were just kind of out there playing like someone said too, and I agree with this, that like they play more aggressively and more competitively in summer league. And I feel like that's kind of,
I did hear someone say that as well. Was it? It might have been Stephen A who said that. You might be right.
yeah, I saw him pop off a lot this week, but I thought that was so true. If that was him, like 100%, that's a great take because I think they play a lot more competitively in summer league. And when we talk about the G League and things like that, some of these kids that would die to have that opportunity to be in an all-star game and really compete at that level, and those that are there are just kind of treating it like a joke. Doesn't really seem fair, but
Yeah.
whatever. It is what it is. Coach Mike said it was the worst game of basketball he's ever seen. So I guess that's
Perfect.
where we're at.
Tyler, your low is probably a lot of people's high. So
I don't know why. It's no reason it should be. So if you know me, you know about my list.
list.
At the tippity top of that list is a man by the name of Kirk Cousins, the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. He's getting a Netflix show, apparently, alongside Mr. Marcus Mariota and Patrick Mahomes. You may have heard of him. There's just no reason that it could have just been a Patrick Mahomes show.
Would that have made you happy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I would watch the shit out of a Patrick Mahomes show, but now I'm not going to watch it at all.
Tyler's in his hater era.
Just because Kirk Cousins is on the show, I'm not even going to watch it for Pat. I'm not going to do it.
Hey, at least
I don't care. I might cancel my Netflix account.
You should tweet Netflix.
I might.
Just so I can respond with what's the meme of like the all the patriotic people on one thing when it's like barking back at like some comment. You know what I'm talking about? I can't even think of how to describe it, but I'm gonna comment that when you do.
About.
Damn it,
But
Haley!
I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it for you.
I will find it. Yeah. Well, I need to find that meme now because nobody knows what I'm talking about. So slay. That's my low. What just happened?
Hey, that's how we found the frog meme. So
it is. Yeah, that's true.
Long live the frog meme, for real. Go meme. Milo is the Bucks signing Myers Leonard. That shit sucks. If you don't know who Myers Leonard is, he's just like he's kind of a piece of shit. He's been in the league, got injured. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't.
You were trying to put it. No. You did try to put it delicately. I'm sorry.
Like, if you don't know what happened, he dropped like an anti-Semitic slur on a Twitch stream, and like he did a lot of his stuff. He seems sorry, but it also feels like he's reading off a teleprompter. Some people are saying he like doesn't know what he said, but like I think he knows what he said. I don't know, man. Like that just like woof. That's fucking tough. And he battled a bunch of injury, and the Bucks signed him. And you know, I back the NBA a lot on like a lot of their domestic violence policies and stuff. But sometimes I feel like when things like this and the Kyrie situation and all of that happen, it's like, at what point does the NBA have a responsibility to do or say something?
100%. Definitely.
And yeah. And so like, I don't know. It just, as a fan, it sucks. I'm sure a lot of people on other teams who have had not their favorite players come on the team feel not great about it. So that was my low this week. But now all of the sad for the show is over. So slay. We're done. Hero. Haley, I have no idea what this could possibly mean.
So, okay. Well, little do you know, because I have two heroes actually. So number one, I wrote Ryan Seacrest. I was watching maybe I saw on Twitter American Idol's back for like their 21st, 22nd, whatever they're at now. I watched the newer seasons in college with my friends, with like Luke Bryan and Katy Perry, and they were okay. But I haven't watched it in a really long time. And I just was like, oh, is Ryan Seacrest still hosting that show? And he just signed a deal to make $15 million this season alone and next season, for a total contract of $30 million for 2 seasons, for an extension on his previous contract. And I was like, you know what, Ryan Seacrest, pop off, because that's $15 million to literally go up there and be like, ladies and gentlemen, and do like what he's been doing already for so long. So good for you, Ryan Seacrest. Wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I kind of love that. I love Ryan Seacrest.
Pop off, Ryan.
Yeah,
do what
I
you're
love
doing.
Ryan. Yeah.
Hero number 2, Kevin Love. So,
yes.
if you know me, and you know, obviously I'm a woman, so a lot of people probably think I don't know enough about sports because I don't have a wiener, but I have a certain list of athletes that I
Facts.
forget exist. Like those athletes that just kind of like they kind of trail off, or maybe they get traded to a different team, and then you see him in a game or on a broadcast and you're like, oh my God, like they're still playing. So shout out Kevin Love, because he has made the top of that list for me, because this news about his move, I had no idea he was still playing in the National Basketball Association.
I love
So
Kevin
shout out
Love.
Kevin Love.
He
Good
was
for you,
my-
bro.
He was my first NBA crush.
He is a full-on dad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he has children. I wouldn't be shocked.
I
But
know
he
he has
looks
a
like
wife.
a dad. He looks like a dad playing
Yeah.
basketball. You know, and good for you, Kevin. Good for you.
We
So
stand
shout out Kevin.
It's a Kevin positive podcast. Tyler also has a collective hero, so give it to us.
Well, collective hero, Survivor's back in 1 week.
Woo!
Let's go.
That is a collective hero. I think we've decided, and I mean, we did this maybe 3 seconds ago. So
Yeah, true.
I think in coming weeks, while Survivor is on, we're going to do a Survivor segment instead of our tweets of the week section, and we can just move those into our HLH if we need to. So if you like Survivor, we'll be talking about Survivor on this show. So beware that there will be spoilers at some point. If you don't like Survivor or you've never seen it, it's a good show. Always has been, always will be. GOAT TV show. Start watching this year. My hero is Evan Engram. Has to be a Jacksonville Jaguar, because there were some tweets going around the other day, and the Jags posted something about, like, a graphic about Evan Engram, and he said, I thought this was an announcement. And then I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Christian Kirk, who was like, "You're not going anywhere, my boy," or something like that. I don't remember who it was.
Boy.
And I was like, okay, so this is them confirming that Evan Engram's going nowhere. I think we're going to tag him. I couldn't be more happy. I'm an Evan Engram stan. It's one of the first people in a long time that I can remember wanting to be in Jacksonville. And that is just so huge to me, because for so long, so many people have not wanted to be in Jacksonville. So breath of fresh air. Love Evan Engram. If he finishes his career in Jacksonville, I will buy an Evan Engram jersey, and you can call that a fact.
Finishes his career. He's pretty young. How many years do you think he's going to play?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
How
Like,
many
if he's a Jag forever, sold.
I feel like
Or if he
could
makes,
have
like, a Pro
ton
Bowl or
of
two.
years. You might just want to get a jersey at this point.
You are a
No,
big
but, like-
Evan Engram stan.
He could be in
But
the
I don't
league
know,
for like
Tyler.
5 to 7 years.
Tyler.
See this? Do you understand the PTSD of like Jaguar jerseys that I own, of people who are not on this team or who are first round draft busts? I own a fucking Taven Bryan jersey.
It is rough.
It is harsh. It's harsh.
Yeah,
Shout
like,
out Taven Bryan. Where's he at these days? Is he in the
Put him on the
XFL?
list of athletes I forgot.
Cleveland.
Oh, he's in Cleveland? Oh,
Shout
God.
out Cleveland.
Shout out Cleveland.
Shout out Cleveland, Kevin Love.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Hopefully,
Not anymore.
hopefully we'll be in Cleveland this year, though, because the Jags are playing there. As long as it's not winter, I'm going.
Are there bars in Cleveland? Send us places to go in Cleveland.
I'm sure
There's
A-ball.
I
so
don't
many
know.
bars in
All
Cleveland.
right, great. Send us places to go in
It's gotta be
Cleveland. I
at
don't know the
least
first
one.
thing about
Wait.
Cleveland.
You guys, Barrio started in Cleveland.
Our Barrio?
Yes, where we went like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god, I thought that
Oh.
was a New England thing.
Nope.
Mm.
All
You can
right,
go to Cleveland Barrio.
great.
Okay.
Oh, why did my video stop? That's fun.
Oh,
Couple.
technical
and-
difficulties.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Oh, please hold. Oh, she's
There
alive.
she
I
is.
just switched my camera, everybody. Apologies.
okay, we're back.
We're
I'm gonna
back.
hide the Panera real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Exposed.
Wait, what'd you get?
I got the classic H. DeMello. You pick two of chicken noodle soup. I've been eating Panera chicken noodle soup since I was probably about 4 years old. I get that every time I go, and then I get a mac and cheese, and then I got a salad for tomorrow because you don't know, we're gonna get a snowstorm, yay!
Meanwhile,
so
it's 80 degrees here in Nashville.
I will be snowed in tomorrow. So
we're just getting rain here, and I live literally an hour from you.
We are getting upwards of 9 inches. So
that's
sounds like a great time.
9 inches is.
I'm not. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's it for our high-low hero segment, right? Are we done? I don't think anyone has anything else. Any other thoughts?
No, we're good. We have a couple NFL things to get to before we get into our draft of the Kardashian boyfriends. We're drafting. Well, okay, so I'll get into it in a minute. You know what? NFL thoughts. We'll get there. Tyler threw this in. I was going to originally have it in my HLH, but I thought we'd talk about it here because we had a couple other things to talk about. RIP Jim Bob Cooter as a Jacksonville Jaguar. He is going to the Colts. I will miss him. I will miss the jokes. I can't believe. Yes, I can't believe that he's staying in the fucking division. I hate that so much. Communal Cooter is like my nightmare. Like, no, thank you. Like, this is a tragedy. This is an actual tragedy. I am like distraught over this, and it's not just for the memes. Like,
No, it really is a tragedy.
It's a huge middle finger.
The Colts are one of those teams that I just hate for no reason.
I just think really it's where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah.
Except for Peyton Manning, I guess. Die. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, shout out Matt Ryan. He's also on the list of athletes I forgot. Every time he comes on screen,
I will never forget about Matt Ryan. I think that Matt
Ryan... I won't forget about him, but I forget where he is. Like, every time I see him there, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, it just feels weird not seeing him in an Atlanta Falcons uniform. Rip.
I loved him on the Falcons. That was such a fun Falcons team.
I hate Matt Ryan.
Oh, was it? I thought it was such a fun Falcons team.
I've told you my hate for Matt Ryan. I don't know.
You have? I love Matt Ryan.
I don't know if I've told you, Haley. But Matt Ryan is also, he's not a top 10 on the hate list. But he's definitely top 30.
That is you.
I don't even. Okay.
All right. Anyways, R.I.P. Jim Bob Cooter.
Rep Cooter.
R.I.P. the Cooter. All right. So just to preface this, we are recording this a little early this week. It is Wednesday. If any of these franchise tags predictions happen, we're fucking geniuses. If they don't, you never heard this segment ever. Also, I have to mention Daniel Jones wanting $45 million is fucking crazy.
Crazy.
If Daniel Jones is asking for that much, Ryan Seacrest should be making $45 million.
Oh, and that's the T.
Is Ryan Seacrest the Daniel Jones of entertainment?
No.
Some are saying.
No. That's what I'm saying. The salaries are not adding up.
The math ain't mathin'.
No.
The math ain't mathin'.
I just think that's
also
crazy.
Just never say that a New York quarterback should make $45 million, but that's just...
I don't know. I don't know about that, but like, Jesus Christ. I think that if he's getting that, some of these other guys that are wanting contracts are gonna eat.
Yup.
Speaking of, the first on my list is Lamar Jackson. Tyler and I both think that he's staying in Baltimore for obvious reasons, I think. Haley said Raiders. Haley, why?
Because it was different than yours. So I figure if he stays, then you guys get points. That's cool. If he doesn't, blow that for me. I said Raiders because out of the open teams that he could go to other than Baltimore, other than staying in Baltimore, which I think is a very fair guess. But again, I like to be different. I think I can really see him fitting into the Vegas system, and also just like that fan base, I feel like would really ride for him, and he would be like kind of about that environment. More so than the other teams that he could possibly go to. So I just figured I'd be different. I'm going to say Raiders and just see. I know there's some talk about him checking out his options, so we'll see.
I think that it's either going to be Baltimore, and if it's not Baltimore, it's going to be Atlanta. I could see him getting recruited by the current guys on the Atlanta offense. I think that Atlanta's like the new LA. So I could definitely see that as a number 2 option as well.
Yeah, we're big Atlanta stands on this pod.
On the other hand, Tyler has Jimmy G to New Orleans.
Yes.
Okay, why?
No particular reason. They need a quarterback. He's a quarterback.
That's a great answer. Nailed it.
And New Orleans is fun.
But
there we go.
That's so epic.
There we go.
I have Jimmy G and Haley has Jimmy G to the Jets. I think that Zach Wilson has to be done. I don't see them going with any of their other options. They're going to have to sign a vet because they're a team that needs to win and they need to win now. And I think that him and Braxton Berrios kind of might be fun together. I think that would be kind of epic. They already have a good defense. Their run game is like, so I could see them maybe fixing that in the draft. And honestly, like, I think especially in the division they play in and kind of how that potentially could turn a little bit, they could maybe make a postseason run. I don't think that they're a Super Bowl caliber team. But I think that Robert Saleh could turn that team into a Super Bowl caliber team in a couple of years if they can get some draft picks right and get Jimmy G at the right price for the end of his career. I don't know. Haley, what were your reasonings for picking the Jets?
Yeah, I would say the same. It would break me if he goes to the Jets, to be honest, just as a Patriots fan. Like, that would be, I love Jimmy G. And, you know, the man is so handsome. And I just would hate to see him wearing a Jets uniform. It would really ruin my image of him. But
he fits New York too, though, you know.
He does.
Yeah, I guess. Fine, whatever.
I also have Geno Smith staying in Seattle. Tyler doesn't have an opinion. And Haley says the Bucks, which I think kind of makes sense, but I want to know why you think it makes sense.
Let me hit you with my stats.
Yeah, all right,
let's see if I convince you, okay?
Okay.
So, our boy Todd B, he and Geno have that connection from back when Geno was with the Jets. Stat number 1. Number 2, the new OC in Tampa, Dave C., is the former QB coach in Seattle. So there's 2 people there that would fit Geno adapting into this offense. They have a hole open with Tom, rest in peace. I don't think any of their backups can step up into that starter position.
You don't believe in Kyle Trask? Is that what you're telling me? Wow.
You Kyle Trask apologist. But yeah, I just think, again, want it to be different rather than, like, you know, than saying he stays and give a different opinion. But I think that logically makes a lot of sense to me for him to go to Tampa. Whether or not they're going to pay for him or how much he wants, I don't know.
What if he went to Indianapolis?
I could see that too. The reasons that I think I could see him fitting in Tampa are they just had Tom for the end of his career. I don't think Geno, as much of like a breakout year as he's had, I think that this is his ceiling. And it's like, you're either going to get that or you're going to get that on the way out of his career. So it's like they went from Tom, who was obviously at the end of their career. I could see them looking to do maybe the same with Geno if that's their thought process. I also think that he's going to be a cheap-ish option to the point where they can sign other people to contracts that are important. And I also think that if you can cover your ass in the draft and maybe draft a couple people well or draft a quarterback at some point to maybe develop while you have Geno Smith for a couple of years, that could be an option that could work out for them as well. But I think similar with the Daniel Jones thing, he's earned his keep in Seattle. I could see Pete Carroll wanting to just maybe play 1 or 2 more with Geno and then hang it up. So I see him staying in Seattle, but I don't hate like the idea of him in a Bucs uniform.
He's definitely going somewhere, even if he stays in Seattle. He's a bridge guy. He's going somewhere to where they can find another quarterback.
Yeah,
eventually.
Totally.
Like very soon.
Yeah, agree. Derek Carr. We all have different answers for this one. Tyler, we already talked about the Jets, so why do you have Derek
This will
Carr
be
as a
quick
Jet?
because it's really just because I saw a thing that I don't know who said it. It might have just been a tweet, but apparently he was like promised that if he is able to win with the Jets, he is a Hall of Famer. That was apparently the pitch.
What?
I don't know, but I feel like it's either going to be Carr or Aaron Rodgers in New York. Personally,
Yes, I think Rodgers is going to retire, but
Jimmy G is a good idea, but I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah. All right. I have him going to Indianapolis because that's where I have quarterbacks going to die. I think he's going to die. I think Smalls said it was like a dog when they like go off on their own or whatever. I think that's going to be.
No, that was Tom Brady.
Yeah, but I think that this is Derek Carr's version of doing it in his career. He's going to Indianapolis instead of the beach. Haley has him going to Washington.
Yeah,
well,
I certainly
could you
do.
imagine? All right, why?
For the meme, number one. Number two, we got Eric Bieniemy back in the conversation, bringing him back from last week. Our boy. Obviously, looks like it's working out with him as the OC. Question mark in Washington.
What was the other title that they gave him?
I don't know. All I focused on was the offensive
and
coordinator
something
because I was like, this is ridiculous. But we talked about that last week. Anyway, I think that would be a really interesting combination. I think what we talked about last week, what he's done with Patrick Mahomes, seeing Derek Carr's passing ability at the Pro Bowl. I remember there were a couple of drills where I was like, oh yeah, Derek Carr can throw the football. Like I forgot that for a hot minute. Like when you think about it. And I just think that would be really interesting. That would kind of be, like you said, he's going to die. Like if he can't do that, like he's done if he can't succeed under an Eric Bieniemy system. But I think that would be interesting. But I don't know. And for the meme, we love FedEx.
Yeah, no, we don't. And if are we all in agreement about Daniel Jones and Saquon?
Yes, ma'am.
Probably, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went a different direction.
Okay, we all pretty much have them staying with the Giants. I think that that's a no-brainer. I could see Saquon leaving before Daniel Jones, so.
Yes, definitely.
All right, those are some football hot takes of the week. We are doing, in honor of the Kardashians coming back, a draft of all of their ex-boyfriends. So Kardashian Jenner family ex-boyfriends. We were originally going to draft a basketball team, and then Tyler and I both decided that maybe this could be like a pickup basketball team because we just want to draft all of them for the memes. Mm-hmm. So it's like a meme basketball team. And last week,
I attacked this. Can I just jump in real quick? Yeah. I attacked this as a dream blunt rotation scenario. So when I draft, that's what my team is the purpose of my team.
Okay. I don't hate that.
Interesting.
All right. I kind of like that. All right.
It's not how I'm drafting.
Okay.
I feel like we're all going to draft differently, and that's okay. But like, we all have reasoning for our teams.
For the culture. The betterment of society.
Please cut that.
All right. So there you have it. Last week we rolled to see the ordering of the draft. I got first. They already know who I'm picking. I am going with this person because not only is he his pregnant lady's hype man, his music slaps. He has great fashion. He's goated, and he is Kendall Jenner's ex-boyfriend, A$AP Rocky. 1-1. So
very nice.
Great pick. Great pick.
Great pick. Was not on my short list.
Great pick.
Okay.
A former, I believe he has played in the NBA celebrity game. Am I incorrect?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
If he has, then if you're drafting based on basketball abilities, then you're off to a great start.
Okay, Slay. I was just doing it based off of who I like the most.
Yeah, no, you're killing it.
So, all right.
No, I don't think he has played.
Which
I take that back.
Fun fact, Rihanna also dated one. I don't think it was the male Kardashian, but I think one of the male Jenners. She dated him
I
at
didn't know
one
that.
point.
Oh.
She was on the list of people that I saw. I didn't really read into it, so I don't know how long it lasted, but she was on the list.
All right.
Cool beans.
Tyler kept it a secret from all of us who he was taking. So, all right.
So there's been a lot. I poured my entire week into researching this topic. And like I said, this is I'm drafting for the society, for the culture, their impact on America. So my first pick, I don't think anybody on this list has had more of an impact to society than Ray J. The star of the infamous sex tape, as we all know. I am of the belief that without said sex tape, the Kardashians wouldn't be a thing. Or it would have taken longer for them to become a thing. And for countless now 20-year-olds, massive part of their pubescent growth into adulthood. Massive part.
It's true.
It is very true.
Pubescent growth.
It's very true. This is the most societal impact of a pick of any of the draft eligible participants.
Oh, great pick. It's a great pick.
I did find out in my research, word on the street, there's a second tape.
I did.
There's a
hear
second
it.
tape, and Kim keeps it under her bed in the shoebox. Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Wow, that was
there
good.
We go.
That was good. That was really good.
Great pick. Also a reality star, Ray J. Fun fact.
Yes,
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Love and Hip Hop. Oh man, I'm about to pee myself. All right, Haley.
All right, for my first pick, I've picked Pete Davidson. I just think overall Pete's a pretty cool guy. He's a stoner, which is cool. So he's got like good vibes. I have here that he's funny as F, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. Loved him. He recently retired from SNL, but he was very funny on that show. His movie, The King of Staten Island, is very good.
It's so good.
And he lives with his mom. So that was pretty cool.
It has an Eli Manning themed bedroom.
Yeah, he's kind of just like.
Do you think that's real?
I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, no, I think
it's
it's
real.
commercial.
No, I think it's real.
It's 100% real.
So that's my first pick. Pete.
It was a great pick. He was
pick.
on my short list because he's also impacted society. Massive win for like the nerds and the socially awkward guys getting with Kim. So shout out.
No, he's fucked like every hot girl ever.
Hell yeah, he pulls.
He has.
He pulls big time.
He gives It's Your Boy Skinny Penis energy.
Skeet.
All right, what's your next pick, Haley?
All right, my next pick, very specific pick, this one. A key shape of my childhood. Orlando Bloom, more specifically, Pirates of the Caribbean Orlando Bloom, aka Will Turner, as shown in this photograph. These movies slap, 1 through 3 specifically. And he is so hot. And I just think that this is a major pick because I just think that he really rounds out my team. Once we get to the end, you'll see kind of everybody brings something different to the table. I think he brings, the looks, the charm, the accent. Overall, I just have to go with my boy Orlando Bloom, Will Turner.
That was my pick. Fuck. Damn
Interesting.
Okay.
So, I guess it comes back to me then.
It does.
So there was some debate in the pre-show meeting before we went live that my pick was going to be a certain USC running back in the first round. I am getting him in the second round.
Damn it!
One of the greatest running backs of all time. He is a Heisman winner, although the NCAA took it from him. 2005 Super Bowl champion. Also a college football national champion. Yeah.
All right.
That's about it.
Fine. Fuck you guys. Fuck you
Did
guys.
you want Reggie?
Yeah, really bad. All right.
Shame.
I gotta take Harry Styles
Hmm.
because he's super unproblematic. Everybody likes him. He's an icon.
Hold on. I don't know that he's not problematic. There's a
How is
lot
he
of drama with he took Sudeikis's wife. Wife?
No. Fake narrative.
I don't know.
She's crazy.
She might be.
So look at this face. You're telling me this
Styles.
face
King.
took Olivia
Baby.
Wilde?
I was more of a
Light up
Zayn
my world.
guy.
He's my number 2. I do love Zayn. And my next pick, I'm between 2 people. One of them I don't think you guys are gonna pick.
You'd be surprised.
Before we move on from Harry Styles, I have noted because I was also going to pick him, but he's well dressed, so he could be your team stylist.
I see what you did.
That's true. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry.
This is so hard, you guys. All right.
My next pick is very easy.
Shut up, Tyler. This is serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious.
I feel like I have to go with Chris Humphries just because he was such a dick and it was so funny. He was such an asshole to everyone and it was just fucking awesome. Same with Scott Disick, but he's actually come out to be kind of problematic. So I'm going with Chris Humphries just because he did not give a fuck about the reality TV shit. He just was like large and dumb and wanted to play basketball and it was awesome.
Great pick. Absolutely great pick. Also, without Chris Humphries, we would not have the famous Kim, there's people that are dying meme.
Exactly.
So very important to culture, as Tyler would say.
Yeah.
Very important. Very important.
All right.
I didn't know about that, but yeah, very important.
All right, Tyler.
Okay, so round 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me look at my list real quick.
Not prepared.
Unprepared.
No, I just want to make sure I'm making the right pick. You got to just cross your I's and dot your T's. Other way around. My pick is, so this is a little problematic.
Oh God.
His first 2 picks are Ray J and Reggie Bush, and how he's going to get problematic.
It's a little problematic, and I don't want to say anything. Substance abuse, no, they're no joke. My pick is Lamar Odom.
Oh, nice. Lamar's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
For the one reason, no, I don't care about his basketball career. I don't care how good or bad he was. I'm picking him because of Stephen A. Smith. And I'll insert the clip here. The Lamar Odom who was on crack when I can't remember. I don't know the details of it, but that clip I will remember for the rest of my life.
That is an iconic clip.
Stephen A. yelling about Lamar Odom being on crack.
Yeah, that is a good clip.
It's a great clip. I don't know that there's a better Stephen A. Smith clip. Stay Off the Weed is good, but the energy he had and Lamar Odom.
I remember watching
crack,
that live.
I think I also saw that live.
All right, Haley, you got back to back.
All right, guys. I think first, I'm going to go Jaden Smith, more specifically the Karate Kid era Jaden Smith.
You want to smoke weed with a child?
No.
You said this was your blood rotation.
Okay. All right, assuming that Jaden Smith is of the age, but also
playing Karate Kid. So he goes back in time mentally to that body. He's today's age, but back in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do not condone smoking under the age of legalness. But I don't remember much about this movie, except I think I liked it as a kid. He also did Never Say Never with Justin Bieber for this movie, which is a certified banger. And he seems chill. I like his sister's music more recently. Willow is actually a really good singer and has some pretty cool music. I know today he's really artsy and does a lot of art and rap, so that could be cool.
Owns that Boxed Water company.
Yeah, bringing the creative energy to the team, So we have our funny guy, we have our, our good looking guy, and we have our, creative mind.
Child.
So try no. In this photo, yes. But yeah, okay. Yeah, Jane Smith.
Okay, next.
Oh, it's me again. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with Nick Lachey, and here's why. So, if you don't know, Nick Lachey is a former boy band member. So we're adding to the musical talent of the group. Kind of
He's not a child.
Okay, you can't keep coming for me. Jaden Smith is not a child anymore. But anyway, Nick Lachey is a former boy band member and also the current host of the Netflix show Love is Blind. So that by association makes him a relationship expert, I feel. And I think that he would be beneficial to the team in being able to consult everyone on their many public relationships. Yeah, we need to have someone on PR for, the relationships in the group, especially with this guy,
All right. I kind of love the Nick Lachey pick, except you really said that this was your blunt rotation. And the more you get into it, the more I'm concerned that you like to smoke weed with me.
No, well, I said blunt rotation, but that wasn't really what I went for at all. I really went for kind of dream team. Yeah, memes number one. The goal was memes. And then number two, diversifying my team and having everybody with like a superpower is kind of how I thought about it. A real Avengers, if you will.
All right. Nailed it.
I see.
Okay. I love to. All right. Perfect. Tyler.
My societal picks, you kind of took them from me. I wasn't expecting this.
I still have three of mine.
I'm gonna have to pivot a little bit. I still wanted this guy, but he doesn't really have an impact to society at all. My good friend Blake Griffin, former Piston, and I think current Celtic, two-time winner of Blake of the Year. So
nailed it. Do you think that Lana Rhodes' kid is his?
Those kind of look like him.
And I think that Blake Griffin is the father of that child.
Does look
they
like
basically
him.
Nailed it down to him and Kevin Durant, and that ain't Kevin Durant's kid.
No, it looks much more like Blake than it does Kevin.
Yep. I think that is Blake Griffin's baby, and he said that he didn't want anything to do with it, which is yeet. Society, Tyler.
He's got to focus on his job with the Boston Celtics, who I am just finding out he's on.
It's true. He is with the Boston Celtics. All right. I'm going Nick Cannon because he likes to fuck. And he's single-handedly keeping our population afloat. And then I'm going for child icon Cody Simpson with my other pick because he's singer, Olympian, GOAT. Like
Australian
lifeguard, banger. Cody Simpson and Nick Cannon. Boom.
Great picks.
Talk about for the culture.
Yeah, great picks. Great team overall, for sure.
I do have an honorable mention as well if neither of you take him.
I could go really weird here. But I didn't bring my tinfoil hat into the room, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take... And I could get in trouble for taking him, too. So we're going to take Scott Disick because he kind of looks like Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's a horrible
I love
reason,
Scott Disick.
I love
Scott Disick. I have no clue who the man is.
Oh, he's good. Great for the memes.
I just know every time when I was doing my in-depth research into the Kardashian lore, every time I saw a picture of him, I thought it was Jared Leto, and I got excited for a second. Then it was just another pipicture of Scott Disick.
GOAT. Scott Disick keeps that show afloat, and that family in check. He's he is great.
It's Morbid time.
Haley Who's your
All right.
last pick?
Well, I would like to start my last pick with this, and Kendra called me out for it. And as I am reviewing, I have decided that this might be my nightmare blood rotation. So I'm gonna withdraw that comment. I think that it's more so like a really great school group project. So with that being said,
Jaden Smith is a child.
That would be just as weird though, because he's a child with a bunch of adults doing a school project. There's people are going to start asking questions.
What is going on here?
I'm just trying
Poor
to find a way.
Karate Kid, Jaden Smith.
I'm just trying to find a way to make it
He
less
shouldn't be
weird.
hanging out with
Is
those
that why
adults.
he's smoking weed?
No. Anyway, last pick.
Troubled youth.
Ben Simmons. And this is the picture I picked. We need to add an athlete to the group. You know, like I said, we kind of have we have our creative minds, we have our talent, we have our relationship expert, we have our funny man, and I think we really needed to round it up with an athlete. So I'm gonna pick Ben Simmons. Not Nets Ben Simmons because Celtics, but let's just say Philly Ben Simmons.
Okay. All right. I think that we kind of crushed that.
I agree.
I have some honorable mentions.
I'll tell you my honorable mention too.
Okay, I had Giannis Benzema just because he is sexy and keeps to himself and is foreign. And Travis Scott before he was problematic.
Speaking of problematic, my honorable mention, who I forgot to get my tinfoil hat for, is a man by the name of Orenthal James Simpson.
And that's kind of a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. That's why I needed the tinfoil hat that I forgot.
There you go.
Yeah, he's
a good
Chloe's
honorable
father.
mention.
I have nothing.
Nance is a believer. Nance is a firm believer in that conspiracy.
I'm also a firm believer. That's the only person I knew outside of like Ray J on this list before going into it.
That's crazy because that's kind of a deep take.
Yeah. Tyler.
All right. Well, I thought that was super fun. As you both know, I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks now. So
May the best team win. We'll put them out on
poll. We'll put a poll out.
Socials.
Yep.
Vote for my team. As Ben would say, vote.
Vote.
All right, into our closing segments, tea party gossip. I have that Gerard Piqué and his new girlfriend were kicked out of a restaurant because the owner loves Shakira.
Oh.
So good.
That is
so good.
Apparently it was politely, but that is such an own, and I want to know what the restaurant is because if I'm ever where it was, I want to go.
I agree 100%.
Team Shakira. The fact that she like found it out through her jelly jar is fucking wild.
Her what?
Yeah, dude.
She
her, like jar of jelly? Welch's?
Yes. Haley, you know this story too, right?
I've heard it, yeah.
Okay. So she, I guess, her family doesn't like this specific type of jelly that she loves. And it was in her fridge. And she went to eat it and noticed that it was like mostly gone. And that's how she caught Gerard cheating, was because this woman was eating her jelly. And now they're dating. Mm-hmm.
So good.
Epic. Shakira, we stan. Free Shakira.
Love Shakira.
Free Shakira? Is she in prison?
She was like accused of like tax fraud or something.
Oh, that's right.
Free Shakira.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Haley, what is your tea party segment?
My tea party of the week was this Wednesday. The new South Park episode dropped. They just started their new season. This is their second episode of the season, and it was all about Meghan and Harry, and basically their withdraw from society by going on a worldwide press tour. And it was absolutely hilarious. Whether or not you love or hate them, I think you would find it funny. Just the way they critique the royal family and people that are obsessed with them is just so spot on and hilarious. And I just think that those two guys, Mark and Trey, don't miss. So
can we say royal family people are just as bad as Disney adults?
Yes,
Yeah.
1000%.
And I
agree
think
with
that we need to put Harry Potter people in that conversation as well, because
Yes.
for sure.
there are some
Absolutely.
really crazy Harry Potter people that don't get talked about as much as Disney adults, but like
No.
I'm getting kind of scared.
They're
Well,
just
it's because the
they're
new game
equally as
came
bad,
out.
if not worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Super funny.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
I probably won't, but good to know.
That's okay.
I'm not a huge like animated haha show person. I just can't get into them.
That's
I'm just not a
understandable.
haha show guy. Period.
Yeah, Tyler hates
Tyler
fun.
likes to cry. Sad cat forever.
Mm-hmm. It's the brand.
Tweets of the week. Haley, what is your tweet of the week?
This is our second shout out. So shout out Steph. Steph tweeted, Steph Smalls, friend of the show, tweeted, the steam room is everything, period. And I was thinking about going to the gym today and I didn't go, and I got home and I was like, my only regret about not going to the gym is that I didn't get to go to the sauna. So I felt that tweet super hard and she just cracked me up. So shout out Steph, and shout out for her getting her hands on those high noons, because I don't know how she did it.
Jealous.
True. That could also be a tweet of the week. Tyler, what is yours?
So this is also my theme. Very negative tweet of the week. I'm fed up with Micah Parsons, specifically
list.
Micah Parsons on Twitter.
Wow, hate list?
He's probably going to make the hate list.
Top 20?
Probably right as of this moment, yes. Maybe even top 10 in this moment. He won't stay that way. It's just because right now everything's bubbling and he's upsetting me.
Can
He
we get an
upset me
update
today.
soon?
I can put one out. What day is it? Wednesday? I can schedule one for Friday.
That
I'll
should be
schedule a State of the Union.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Let's do
But
it.
Micah Parsons, he's just been tweeting. I think he's a very active tweeter. But recently he said something about negative about Detroit, and I'm not standing for it.
Nope,
He
neither
said
will
that-
we.
No
I
Detroit
think it was
slander on this
something-
podcast.
He quote tweeted something about Jalen Ramsey going to Detroit, and I don't really care if he comes or not. I don't feel one way or another. I feel like we could probably use our money better somewhere else. But
Agreed.
he said that nobody wants to go from LA to Detroit, and while he might be right, he did not need to say anything. He didn't need
Agreed.
to take a shot at us.
I agree.
So-
Also,
because of
Daddy
that-
Campbell.
True.
Yeah, don't disrespect Daddy Campbell.
Eminem.
No.
We don't
Eminem,
have
8
to talk
Mile.
about Eminem. I don't know if I associate with Eminem.
Of course you don't. You hate joy and the human experience.
No, I
he's
just hate 8
for
Mile.
the culture. He's for the culture.
Hardcore Pawn. That was in Detroit.
Okay, wait. Do you guys
It was.
want to know a secret about me before
Okay.
we close out the show? One of the first times I ever smoked weed, you know how like sometimes you'll have like a freak out, like paranoid, panic
Mhm.
attack, whatever. I was
Mhm.
watching Pawn Stars, and that was my first ever like weed panic attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember what they were
Follow
selling?
up. Do you remember seeing Rick from Pawn Stars in Vegas?
Rick. Yes, I do. That was so
Crazy.
epic. I forgot that we did that.
That was fun. Highlight.
That was probably the highlight of the trip for me. I thought I was tripping.
None of us said anything to him. We just saw him from afar.
I've never done hard drugs before, but I
Just all in
imagine
the
that's what
corner,
they felt
"Oh,
like.
Look over there.
Seeing Rick at
There he is.
the bar.
Should have been like
Las
Rick and
Vegas.
Morty.
Rick and
Rick
Morty.
and Morty.
Rick.
I saw that live a couple weeks ago and it was pretty great. All right, Tyler, wrap us up before our closing thoughts with the sad cat bet of the week.
The Sad Cat Bet of the Week. We are going into the XFL. This is coming out before the show goes live Saturday, so I will tweet it. Follow me on the Twitter for all
yep,
Sad
retweet it
Cat
from our
updates,
page,
all
yep.
things Sad Cat.
Yep.
But we're picking the Seattle Sea Dragons this week, minus 2.5. Kind of riding the high of my boy Ben DiNucci, JMU alumni,
Love Ben
JMU graduate.
DiNucci.
I was his water boy for a
Hydration
couple
specialist.
seasons, whatever you want to call it, semantics. But yeah, we're picking the Seattle Sea Dragon. Him passing to what's his name, Josh Gordon.
Yep.
Electric
Yep.
City, best team in the XFL easily. My team.
Should we be Sea Dragons fans?
Detroit doesn't have a team, so I'm officially a Sea Dragons fan.
All right, we'll be a Sea Dragons podcast.
Now there is a Vegas team. I know you are partial to Vegas. Usually, the Vegas Vipers. I think
we are Vegas coded.
Here's the thing: I do love a Vegas team, but I covered Ben DiNucci's games in college because I covered the CAA. So T Ben DiNucci, Stan. I think
rest in peace, CAA. We don't associate with them anymore.
Rest in peace.
Haley still does. I don't.
Okay, well,
I'm a CAA survivor.
Oh, that is hurtful.
Sunbelt, baby. Let's go Sunbelt.
All right, I'm following DiNucci on the gram.
Wow.
Great hat. I need to get one of those Dallas hats. He has like a clothing line that's got like Dallas spelled upside down. I've been meaning to get one for years. Never got around to it.
All right, I like it. Any closing thoughts, Haley?
No closing thoughts. If you are in New England, be safe in the snowstorm. This is going to come out after the snowstorm, but hopefully everyone is safe and warm and has a great week. And I miss football already. This kind of sucks.
Hey, XFL.
Yeah. We're in
you gotta
XFL.
get into the XFL. We're pro XFL.
I know. I want to get. It's one of my 2 goals of the year. My 2 goals of 2023 are to learn how to play golf and
good luck with that. I've been playing for 15 years. I don't know how to play.
Well, that doesn't really mean anything to me, Tyler. So,
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep, that was gonna be my closing thought. Thanks so much for listening. Feel free to toss us a like and a subscribe. Keep on sipping, y'all, and we will see you next week.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?